Greetings, travelers, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Tactics Ogre: The Night of Lodis. Last time, with both Path A and B, we defeated Arena and are on our way to Rana. Now, as long as Minerva survived, Rana is the same for Path A and B. However, I will be showing the Path B alternative if you kill Minerva, although that will be just for dialogue because not much really changes. The foes are almost the same. Anyway, let's get started. It doesn't look like we can continue from here by boat. Vulgar humans. For what reason have you intruded on our territory? I suggest you leave immediately if you want to live. We don't want to fight with you. We just want to speak with your leader. Tell me where she is. You don't want to fight? Then how did Minerva get hurt? To you, the welfare of others is insignificant in the pursuit of your selfish ambitions. You are our enemies, and you have invaded our ocean. I am the strongest of my kind. Do you dare to face me? Is there no way to avoid this? My general recommendation is, for this map, possibly stay where you are, actually, and have plenty of ninjas to surround and, in general, harass your foes. I'm not going to be following my own advice. Because I want to show off treasures, and I want to do certain other things. Not what I meant, Shivan. I do want you on this battle party, please. Thank you. Also, to note, I have finally changed Alphonse into his final class, which is the Sword Master. I like the Sword Master for several reasons, primary of which is nice agility and strength gains. Come on, I'll never lose to you. Also, in general, the Swordmaster seems to be able to block all kinds of attacks like crazy. Now, this map has 3 random treasures and 1 guaranteed treasure. First, the random treasures. You can find 1 treasure here on this little spit of land. The next treasure you can find at the end of this peninsula. The next one is going to be on a small step near an octopi over here. Octopus. Octopus is singular. Octopi is plural. And finally, you can find the ice sword here, which is a nice pickup, honestly. I have stationed my ninjas to try to go after the treasures that way. Alphonse is not nearly as capable of moving through water as he once was because he is now trudging movement type. But, it'll work. It's fine. Shivan will take a roundabout because he's going over here first. A whip, okay. And you'll notice that Ariel, I'm pretty sure we introduced her, Ariel here, is very close friends with Minerva, if we couldn't tell. And Octopi, like with the previous battle for Path B, we want to fight outside the water. They are incredibly dangerous as long as they are in the sea. Which is typically why, like I said, I might actually recommend fighting outside of the water, if at all possible. Now, the octopi, like with the previous map, will... Why did I send her there? That's not where I want her. The octopi, like with the previous battle, will prefer to charge at you, and the mermaids, as long as they don't have SP, will prefer the same. wanted to do. Alphonse almost can make it to land. Now, being the sword master and having his agility as high as it is because of raising him as a ninja for as long as I did will benefit in his ability to block attacks. So I'm not too worried about him getting into enemy territory too quickly. Ah, almost. And fortunately, his mental state will be +1. And he does have Berserk, I'm not Berserk, but Blood Rain, which does reduce enemy mentality by 1 for him being so close, so there's that benefit. And just as a note for the purposes of leveling up your healers, don't be ashamed of healing just to heal, because their main source of experience is actually going to be from healing units. So it might be a good idea to go ahead and heal even when you don't need to. We're not going to quite reach that. Where do I want Shivan to go then? Let's have him cast Fireball from up here. Because dealing some damage is better than doing nothing. Really, this isn't too hard with the octopi and mermaids as long as you plan your attacks a little bit. Your first priority, in my opinion, should be the octopi, actually. But try to get them out of the water, because they are very, very difficult to handle while they remain in their element of choice. It bears repeating, trust me, it does. I'm probably not going to hit her, but worth a try. And honestly, I'm a little surprised at how much Ivana is... There's the Ice Sword. Ivana is falling behind on level, so I'm going to actually have her completely needlessly heal. Which way do I want to send her? I think I'll have her go this way. Not what I wanted to do. And have him do pretty much the same. Let's see. This ought to be good. Minimal damage to the... Oh yeah, one of the treasures I picked up was a trident on the previous arena map. So, Florist benefited. Oh, now that's just not fair. Lullaby, with its low chance to hit, managed to put 2 out of the 4 targets to sleep. And I know Lullaby does not have... Did I just cast Heal instead of Cleanse? I just casted Heal instead of Cleanse. Well, that's typical. That fairy's practically defenseless. This is going to be cruel. Totally worth it. This emblem right here. War God. I don't like it for a lot of characters because it regardless, I'll show it. It permanently reduced his intelligence by 30, but it increased his strength by 30 as well. Where is it? There it is. It looks like a kind of a demon mask. I like having it on Alphonse because it means he does more damage. And I'm not going to be having him using spells for the rest of the game, so not exactly a loss that I care about. Wind element? That's a bit of a surprise. Typically, if you're going to attempt to recruit an octopus, I strongly recommend going after a water element like Cuervo there. Same with mermaids. If you recruit a mermaid, go after one that has an elemental affinity that matches their preferred element. I know it seems weird to say that, but it is a strong recommendation. If they're stronger in water because of their type, why not go ahead and make sure that you are fully prepared to take advantage of it? Who do I want to attack? I think I'll go after you. Now, you'll see why after this battle I don't personally go after mermaids to recruit. But it's an interesting reason. I'm sure it will be interested to know what it is. Move you further onto land, see if I can pull anybody out of the water. Doubt it because of... who do I want to go after? I wish Ivana and Yuki were awake. But I made the mistake and did not cleanse Yuki. I healed her. Ooh! She leveled up to get that. Nice. Nobody's bunched up, so that wouldn't have benefited hitting another enemy. That was kind of an interesting turn. Both the octopi tried to use their confusion attack on both Shivan and Alphonse because, well, it's a very good thing to try to do. Let's see, you're the water type. And actually enough damage was done to Shivan that I want to try healing him. Actually, try to minimize grouping right now. Yeah, it did 99 damage to him. That was... oh my goodness. Ninjas don't generally have very high defense, but when an octopus in the water hits somebody with low defense to begin with, oh, that is just not pretty. And yeah, in that case, I would have rather healed than risk Shivan dying by casting Cleanse on somebody else and him getting attacked again, so... yeah. Let's see. One of the mermaids also retreated to use a heal leaf because, well, her health was getting low. And that was a very smart tactic. What I actually do find kind of interesting about the mermaids is they take basically popular literature where mermaids in, well, not necessarily popular literature, but older fairy tales where mermaids were in fact temptresses of the sea, where they lured men to their deaths and supposedly even ate their flesh. And in the Ogre saga, they find that repulsive, actually. I did get one of the octopi killed. Unfortunately, it was the one I was most interested in recruiting, and it picked up a treasure. Oh well, Ivana is fine. So now I'm going to use Cleanse on Yuki, and have Ivana heal herself because she took a little bit of damage that turn. Although all the mermaids probably have their SP charged again and are ready to cast their sleep spell again. Lullaby. I'm actually kind of surprised that none of them have used Cheer yet. I'm pretty sure that's a... Pick up a treasure, and attack the mermaid. Benefits. Okay, Shivan. Do not risk getting hit again. Actually, I think I'll go here. Now, if you don't recruit an octopi here, another possibility is to just get into a random encounter where an octopi shows up. And that might be a recommendation. Not what I wanted to do. Simply because if you do recruit one, like I said, I strongly recommend getting one that is a water element. And it is actually easier to recruit them with a beast tamer like I currently have Alos as. And let's see. Although I think mermaids might also have a small benefit to recruiting them. I just can't remember off the top of my head. I haven't actually experimented with it either. Might be something worth experimenting with. Not going to kill her, but she probably will retreat to use a heal leaf. And with that, this is Draco Breach reporting out. God bless and safe travels.